And I'm Allison, and today we're dishing to you from 523 8th Street Southeast and the fabulous Ambar.
That's right. This is the only Balkan restaurant in the Washington, D.C. area, and it's right here in Barracks Row.
Now, there's so many Balkan-themed specialties here on the table. I'm going to run through them pretty quickly. First, you have a goat cheese and beet salad. Then, you've got to go with some calamari. Grilled calamari is a specialty here. Balkan breads and spreads. They're so delicious. They're just mouth-watering. Then the Balkan salad. Now, this one's a favorite of Tom Sietsma. He has been raving about it. Then you'll want to have some kebabs. They're a specialty of the Balkans. And of course, the biggest specialty of all, why you absolutely have to come here, the rakia. It's a specialty drink from the Balkans, and if you haven't tried it, they've got so many different varieties here.
Hot.
Cheers.
Salute.
I'll have bacon wrapped dates.
And today, we're dishing with local tech entrepreneur, the co-founder of Betterific, Micha Weinblatt. Micha, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, ladies.
Betterific.
Yes.
What is it?
Good question. So we are a digital or social suggestion box. We ask the question, wouldn't it be better if? And then people suggest ways to make things better, and then other people vote them up, vote them down. So it's kind of like a Twitter for ideas, is kind of how we describe it.
Okay.
Give me an example. Like, what's something that has been hot on fire on Betterific?
Are you ready? Wouldn't it be better if Cheetos came with chopsticks so that you wouldn't get your hands so cheesy when you ate the Cheetos?
I vote that down.
You vote that
down.
I vote that down because after you got a little snack.
Right.
You can carry around
Keeps
with
going.
That's right.
Okay, I can see where we're going with this. Now, I am on Betterific.
You're early adopter, actually.
I have not submitted a better if idea, but I have voted up and down some other people's ideas, and some of the ideas have been genius. So, is the point then to see if someone has the capital to make that idea happen? What's the point?
What's the point? So we're still early, and there are a lot of points. So first is, my co-founder Jonathan Schildt called me last night at like 1 in the morning and was like, "Hey, I can't wait till we launch Betterific Labs, where we actually create all the ideas on the site, like the best ideas." So that's one option. The other thing that we really want to do is get companies on board so that they can actually enact the ideas. And so we started working with. So Arby's was our first client. Our second one is the Washington Nationals. So they just ran a campaign. So what they do is they posted on Facebook and Twitter, how would you make the Washington Nationals better? Come to betterific.com/nationals to tell us how. And they got really, really, really creative ideas from, like, wouldn't it be better if there was a father, daughter, mother, son day at National Park, to you guys should rent out the park for charity so I can play kickball with my friends. A lot of really creative ideas.
And I don't mean this in a bad way, but you're a serial entrepreneur, right? You have many projects that you've done. So what have you learned from those past projects that's really helped with this one?
So the first project was, and still is, Crooked Monkey, which is a t-shirt company. I was actually on the District Dish a few years ago.
Yay! Repeat offender!
That's why I launched the second company, so that I could come back to the District Dish.
Smart. You could have just called us. We would have dinner with you anyway.
So, what did I learn? So that was so it's a t-shirt company. I started it with another co-founder named Jonathan Mervis, and that was when I was 22. So I learned a tremendous amount. It's also a little different because now I'm 30, and you're just in a different kind of stage of life. But I think the one thing you learn is a lot of people, I don't know, this is kind of what I tell a lot of entrepreneurs, is that a lot of people talk about having ideas, and so what I always said for Crooked Monkey was just go out and do it. Like, stop talking about it, go try it, go launch whatever you need to launch, make that first t-shirt, make that website. And as I was giving other people this advice, I was like, well, I've had hundreds of ideas for businesses. When am I going to launch that next business? And so Betterific, in January of last year, I started working with Jonathan. We have a third co-founder, Brad Cater, who's in Boston. And I was just like, let me take my own advice and get it launched.
As a serial entrepreneur who's always looking for something else to do you sometimes look at wouldn't it be better if, and think, I could totally do that. That's a great idea. I can take that.
So I think my favorite idea that we could maybe do is there's an idea. Wouldn't it be better if there was like a plug-in to your iPhone that had like a mini fan? So when you're sitting in the subway waiting down there, it's really hot, you'd have a fan fanning you. And I was like, that's an awesome product. We should just go make that. So yeah.
Now,
So when we
who
sell Betterific and we're
owns
really
the rights to
big,
the idea?
Yeah, the venture
right.
capitalist behind this.
Right.
So if someone else puts forward the idea, but someone else has the ability to make it happen,
Yes.
who owns the idea after they put it on Betterific?
so when you submit an idea, all ideas are in the public domain.
Okay.
And what we generally say is if you really have that one idea that you think is going to change the world, maybe you want to post it, maybe not. But the truth of the matter is that ideas are only ideas. And so for instance, Betterific, right? Before we launched Betterific, I literally met with 100 other entrepreneurs, developers, hundreds actually of people. And I was never afraid to tell them what the idea was because 9 months later, I'm still working at it. And it's a very hard project. So just having the idea is one thing. But then if you think about building it, executing it, building a team around it, there's just so much more down the road. We're like, this is, you know, we kind of call our site a place for mini entrepreneurs, or minipreneurs, right? So like, you might be a little too busy to launch this idea, or, you know, so.
Or maybe there's potential partnerships with Kickstarter coming up in the future so that people have their ideas and then figure out how to fund them.
We would love that too.
So I noticed you're on Facebook. Are you all on app as well?
We're not an app yet.
Okay.
We decided to go web first, although a lot of people say mobile. We went web first because we thought there was we're building like a bigger community around it, and there's just a lot more functionality.
How many folks are on Betterific?
We haven't released that number yet, but we do have.
Asking a hard question.
There's at least one.
It's really
Wouldn't it be
60
better
minutes.
if we knew how many people were on Betterific? I'm just kidding.
But we have 6,500 ideas have been posted to the site.
Wow.
Yeah. It's fun. And you guys will be on it in no
Yes,
time.
totally. That seems like a time suck in a good way.
In a good way.
Get the juices going, get your mind working.
I ran into someone the other day who was on the site, and he said he goes on our site every day for 10 minutes a day to stretch his idea muscle, he calls it. So
Great idea.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, you've stretched our idea muscle.
No, I am
We
thinking
love hearing about local people's ideas, of course, but you have given us a place where we can just see everybody's ideas in one spot. And I love it. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much for being with us. If you have an idea, you have to check out Betterific so you can see how things would be better if. And it sounds like if you know how to do some of those things, you should make them happen. So thanks for being with us. Thanks for coming up with ideas. And thanks for watching us right here on the District Dish.